Now to campaign 2022, Illinois decides in just a matter of hours. Voters across the state will head to the polls to decide who moves on to the midterm elections. Tonight, CBS 2's Jermont Terry live in Des Plaines for us with a look at some of the hottest races. Jermont.
Joe, the race for governor is probably the most talked about races. You get an idea that the candidates started running those ads many months ago. But tomorrow, voters will come to polling places like this one throughout the state to determine who will advance. But the race for governor is just one of many hot races. Let's take a look.
In a matter of hours, Illinois voters will decide who returns to the U.S. Congress. Let's start in the 6th District. Candidates Sean Casten, Marie Newman, and Charles Hughes are all looking for a win in the Democratic primary. Yet thanks to redistricting, two incumbents, Casten and Newman, are now forced to run against one another.
I think for the most part, people probably don't pay a lot of attention to the redistricting process. It happens every 10 years.
Political science professor Stephen Caliendo with North Central College says redistricting forced Newman out of the 3rd District, leaving behind in the 3rd District 4 candidates in a Latino majority deliberately.
And whoever wins in Bobby Rush's district, for instance, in the Democratic primary tomorrow, that's going to be the member of Congress from the 1st District.
In the 1st District, after nearly 3 decades, Congressman Bobby Rush decided not to seek re-election, and now the ballot's filled with 17 candidates.
These are really important races. And, from a political scientist perspective, it's a shame that such few people are going to turn out.
I'm running to be the next governor of the great state of Illinois.
And the Republican race for governor, Richard Irvin, is hoping some people show up to the polls. He spent the day campaigning in Western Cary. Despite billionaire Ken Griffin spending $50 million for Irvin's campaign, it's not clear Republicans believe he's one of them.
What do you say to those final undecided voters who say, I'm not still certain if Richard Irvin is a true Republican?
I've been a Republican my whole political career. The first office I've ever held was as a Republican committeeman. Well before my opponents even got into the political arena in Illinois, you need Republican votes, you need independent votes, and you need Democratic crossover.
Yet Bailey at a campaign stop in Des Plaines is riding high on former President Donald Trump's endorsement. He told the crowd Illinois is ready for a conservative back in Springfield.
Where's Illinois gone in 40 years? Friends, we're a mess, and it's time to fix it. And that means someone with a backbone who'll stand up and push back. Governor Pritzker has no desire of doing anything good for Illinois.
Also, Republican candidate Jesse Sullivan did some last-minute campaigning tonight in Lombard, and he will greet voters at the Metro station in Arlington Heights. But ultimately, voters will wake up tomorrow, head to the polls like this one behind me, and make a decision. Reporting live in Des Plaines tonight, Jermont Terry, CBS 2 News. Joe?
All right, big day tomorrow. Jermont, thanks for the preview. Stay with CBS 2 for complete primary coverage. We'll be streaming on our digital streaming network, CBS News Chicago, all night with our team of reporters and a panel of political insiders. That begins at 7 o'clock. And then join us at 10 o'clock for results and live reports from across the state.